Hey guys, so I'm here to make an awesome tutorial of the dance so that you guys can be practicing all the time and you guys will all get it down. So let's get started. Alright, so the first section I'm going to do in counts, and to start off we're going to do our feet. So remember though that everything in this tutorial is going to be opposite because I'm looking at you guys, and so be sure that you're doing the right feet and everything, or else it's going to get real confusing later. Okay, so you start by stepping out. I'm just going to do the feet for now, and then I'll put in the arms just so that we can break it down a little bit. So you start out by stepping with your left foot, then your right, then your left, and then your right again. So you're just stepping 4 times. With that, you'll be bringing your right arm across as you step with your left. Use the same arm, step again with the right, the same arm again, step with your left, but on the 4th time you step, you're bringing your arm across like that. So it all should look like this. Okay? So after you do that, you had stepped and brought your arm across. You're going to have your left foot come behind you, and at the same time as you're doing that, you're bringing your arm across your body. So that will be the 5th count. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so once we get that down, you're right in here. You jump and bring both feet together, and as you're doing that, you bring your hand across your face. So, and also, before we start, we're always starting with a clap. So it's like 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And be sure when you're putting your hand across that you're kind of rocking side to side a little bit just to have a little more swag into it. So that's the first section. So yeah, and to put it with the music, just so you have a little lyrical cues, what you'll be going to is that you clap on "We Are." So you go, "We are sisters, we stand together." Okay, so you bring your arm across on stand, and right after the word "together," that's when you jump. So that's just a little word cues. Alright, so let's try that first section a little more up-tempo and with the music. Alright, good job guys. Just keep practicing that one, and be sure to have a lot of attitude when you're doing your hits because it makes it look so much cooler. Alright, so this next section is where it gets a little bit tricky. So instead of doing it with counts, we're going to do it with the lyrics so that you'll have a little more cues as you're doing it. So we had just gotten done with our first section, and we come across at together. So right after that, you're going to wait for the words that say "make up one big family." So you kick your left foot out on "make," and you put your left foot back down and then step with your right. So it should look like this. It's pretty simple. So it's "make up one." So when you hear that, that's what you do. Left, left, right. Left, step, right. So "make up one." So after you do that, you're going to wait about a second. I'm not even sure if it's that much. It's pretty quick. You're going to come out on the word is family, but these 3 steps are going to be broken down to the 3 syllables of the word family. So you start fa, the first syllable. You step out with your left foot, and as you're stepping out, bring your right arm to make this shape. And everything should be straight in, because when everything's more straight, it all looks a lot cleaner. So you step out and make everything straight on fa, and then ma comes. You bring your left foot that was out, you bring it forward and keep it straight, and keep your arm straight in front of you like this. So it should be fa, ma. So that's pretty simple. So just keep doing that back and forth. Fa, ma. And then for the last syllable, family, we just crunch everything together. So it's family. Be sure to bend your knees, and then from your arms, they're just going like this to make them a flat surface. So it's family. And make sure everything's flat and like straight because it'll look a lot cleaner. So we'll do that together. We make up one big family. Yeah, so just keep working on that, and that is the second section. All right, you guys ready to do that section with some music? All right, here we go. All right, so for the third section, we had just gotten done with family and your crunch down. So for the next move, the word cues are but we don't look. So you're going to be facing to your left slightly, but not fully. And you're coming around with one rotation, and as you're coming back up on the second, you bring your right arm and your left leg up, and you hit on look. So it's but we don't look. And so to make that a little more clear for the arms, you've done a rotation, and then you're coming up on the second rotation, but you don't do it, and instead you hit. So it's but we don't look, and you hit on look. So once you've done that, your right leg is the one that's up, and you're just stepping down, and that will be on the word the. So it's but we don't look the. And so that's pretty self-explanatory and pretty easy. So once you're on the, you're gonna bring you're gonna bring your left leg up, but as you're bringing your left leg up and it's at the 90-degree angle, just flat and pretty simple, you're putting your hands on the side of your head, and you're pushing your head to the right, and then you're snapping it. So, and the snap will, the word will be on the same. So it's, but we don't look the same. So be sure that your hands are following your head, which is just right there and then right there. If that makes sense. So one more time, it's but, and you're starting the roll on we. It'll be the word what but, and then you're starting your roll on we. So, but we don't look the same. All right, time to do that section with some music. All right, so the fourth section, this one's going to be a tough one, but I know you guys can do it. So what you're doing is we had just hit on same, and so from there, your left leg is up, you're just stepping out. But as you're stepping out, your right shoulder should be up and your left shoulder should be down. So you just hit same, and then you're here. And be sure your hands are like this, so they're both flat, just because it looks nicer. So it's but we don't look the same. Our spots, and then right after that, you're doing for the legs. This is really hard to explain because it's pretty confusing. So for the legs, you're just going to the left, then you're bringing it forward. So that's 2 counts right there. 1, 2. But the tricky part is your shoulders. Within the 2 beats, your shoulders are going to be having 3 things to do within it. So you hit on spots, and as you're bringing your left leg forward, your other shoulder is coming up, your left shoulder is coming up, and your right shoulder's down, and then when you step, your right shoulder's up. So to make you a little visual, your right shoulder will always be up when your foot's on the ground. So you're hitting, hit, hit. And so the second hit is always, the second hit is as you're transitioning your leg to the front. So it's hit, hit, hit. And make sure your hands like this. So hit, hit, hit. Okay. So yeah, you're just going to need to practice that because it's kind of confusing. So hit, 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 hit. And so the words on that are spots are different. And then we're doing a body roll. So for those of you who don't know how to do a body roll, what you're gonna do is your chest is gonna start. You're starting with your chest, and then you're bringing your stomach out, and then you're popping your hips back. So you start with your chest and hips. So after we do this, spots are different. We're coming with a body roll, and after you let your body roll go, you're stepping back with your left and then back with your right. So it will look like this. I know that's a little tricky, but with a little bit of practice, y'all will get it. So you just let your body roll, take your feet back, because it just all feels like a little wave. So your body roll, and then you just step back. Like step left, then step right. And that's the fourth section. And also, just so I can put it with the lyrics a little bit, it goes, our spots are different. Then you roll, and there's kind of like a little beat in there. It goes different, dun dun. And yeah, that's the fourth section. Alright, so this section is very easy, and all of you guys, when we practiced, had gotten it down like no problem. And so we had just rolled and stepped back, and those were on the words different, different, and then the next word's colors. So on colors, what you're doing with your arms is you're just bringing them up and down like this. And there's going to be 4 beats of this. So you're with your legs, you're going in a full circle. You're stepping, you're stepping, you're stepping, and you're stepping. So that's just 4 beats. And as you're doing that, your arms are just going like this. So it's colors. So that's pretty easy. And be sure you're just going 90 degrees each time, and you should just go in a full circle with 4 steps. So you step to the right, to the side, to the back, to the right. So it's front, side, back, right. And just keep your arms going like this. And with the music, it's easier to keep the beat. And that's that section. Alright, so we're going to do those last 2 sections together with the music, since that last one was pretty easy, and I think you guys can handle both of them together. So, here we go. Alright, so this is the last section that we have of the dance so far, and what you do is you had just finished the word colors, and you did your little whatever you call that, and so what we're going to do, the next words are, we make each other stronger, that ain't ever going to change. So on make, you're crossing your feet, your right foot in the front, your left foot in the back, and as you're crossing, you're crossing your arms as well. Either way, it doesn't matter, it all looks the same to me, but you can do, yeah, whatever you want. So we make, and then on each other, you're bringing everything out. So your feet are spread and your arms are straight and spread out. And then stronger, obviously we have to do our stronger pose. So you're bringing your feet back to shoulder length, and you're getting into your flexing your muscles kind of thing. So we make each other stronger. And then all you gotta do is, that ain't ever gonna change. So that ain't ever gonna change, I'm just kind of walking, and you just hit your fist down on change, and you're just kind of bringing your fist around as you're walking. So we make each other stronger, that ain't ever gonna change. And we're probably gonna hit the floor or something, but you can practice it anyway. And that is the last section of the dance. Alright, so we have completed the whole dance, and who's ready to do it all with music? Alright, good job guys. So I hope this tutorial helps, and be practicing lots, because the next time we get together I expect everyone to have it down. Kind of.